We have 0700. We're going to go ahead and get started. Good morning. Today is Sunday, August 18th. Welcome to the operational briefing for the park incident. My name is Nick Wallingford, Planning Section Chief. If you have not yet, please take a moment to silence your cell phones, turn off your radios, and also everybody in the back, if you could come in a little bit, help gain your attention a little bit for the briefing that we have for you. Our incident objectives. Our incident management objectives remain unchanged. Our control objectives remain unchanged. And now to night ops for our current situation.
Good morning, Kent Cunningham, Night Operations. So we'll start down here in the Butte zone. Pretty windy evening last night and well into the night. Over here in Butte Hotel and Butte Kilo, smoke started popping up near the line on Highway 32. Nothing came out, but they were busy. Yesterday evening, a couple calls for service in the Cohasset area for smokes popping up due to the heavy winds, but no calls for service last night. So everything's looking really good down in there. As we come around over here in the Tehama zone, branch 1012 in the Tehama Hotel area, there was one smoke that showed itself within 100 feet of the line. They pounded that with helicopters yesterday evening, and then crews hiked in to complete that all within the line. Coming around the top of branch 1012, everything looks really good in the Inskip area. Got really wind tested yesterday. Steady 30 miles an hour across the ridges. As we come around into branch 15 and 18 in the Tehama, Quebec area yesterday evening in section 14, we had 3/4 of an acre come out in there. And then last night around 2030, 2100, we had 14 acres, or just under 10 acres come out in section 24. It's all lined, has a hose lay in, and they continue to mop it up. Thank you.
Weather.
Good morning, Tom Schultz, incident meteorologist, Park Incident. So after our wind test yesterday, we're starting off with in a pretty good position as far as the weather is concerned this morning. We saw relative humidity recoveries in the 80 to 90% range, wholesale across the fire with temperatures in the 40s and 50s. We are going to start transitioning to a drier air mass though as we go into early next week. So we will see those relative humidities drop pretty quickly once we get into the early afternoon hours, bottoming out around 20% or so. Temperatures will be similar to yesterday, though, in the 80s for the lower elevation and mid-70s above 4,000 feet. Winds are going to pick up again today out of the southwest. They won't be nearly as strong as yesterday, but still expect gusts around 20 to 25 miles per hour for those higher ridge tops and southwest to northeast aligned drainages. As we go into the evening, those winds will die down a little bit earlier than yesterday as well, switching down drainage by 21 to 2200 with sustained winds only 4 to 8 miles per hour, gusts to 10 for some of those larger drainages. However, overnight recoveries as we go into tomorrow morning won't be nearly as good, only around 40 to 50%. I also want to point out that if you're ever curious what the weather is doing around the incident, if you go to page 4 of your IAP, there's a QR code there that you can scan, and it'll take you to a website that lists all the station observations, and so you can view those at any point during the day. End of report.
Fire behavior.
Good morning, Jan Smoots, Fire Behavior Analyst for the Park Incident. So with those strong winds that we saw yesterday and the good overnight relative humidity recoveries, there's a good chance that there's going to be some more spot fires that are remaining undetected at this point out there in branch 15 mostly, especially continued concerns in Tehama, Quebec and Tehama Uniform. Also this afternoon, as things start to dry out, you may see those things start to pick up, start producing some smoke and have to take action. And then you're going to see probably around the perimeter of the fire, more smoke production, a little more activity. Some of those smokes that have been lying dormant, buried, that have been kind of woken up and exposed by that wind yesterday. You're going to start to see a little more evidence of those things around the entire perimeter of the fire. And make sure you're paying attention to the fire weakened timber that may have been disturbed yesterday, and have a great day. Be productive.
Safety.
Good morning, Matt McDonald, safety for the park incident. Today you'll find the safety message on page 6 and 7 of your IAP. Please use this to brief your crews prior to going to the line. Today we'll be supporting your operation with 6 line safeties on the incident. As you go to the line today, you may not feel as windy as it was yesterday, but remember those fire-weakened trees, snags, and widowmakers are still out there. Please focus and pay attention prior to going into the line and constantly keep an eye out overhead. We've seen a small uptick in minor line injuries over the past couple days, a lot of which seem to be preventable. Make sure you guys have sure footing out there, paying attention to your surroundings, and not taking any unnecessary risks out there while mopping up. Have a good shift and be safe. Thank you.
Air operations.
Good morning, Park family. Good morning, Park family. Greg Bradshaw, Air Operations. We continue to support your operational needs with air attack and fixed wing on call. We are working our rotor wing out of Red Bluff Helibase. Today we have 4 Type 1, 1 Type 2, and 2 Type 3s. CAL FIRE Vina Helitack is providing our daytime rescue, and once again, California National Guard is providing our nighttime rescue. Always monitor air to ground. Clear eyes, full hearts, Team Park, together forever.
Communications.
Good morning, Mike Heffron, Commune Lead at Park Incident. Please turn to page 58 of your IAP. There's no change to the comm plan. However, that being said, if you are new to the incident, please familiarize yourself with the NIFC command system that we have in place. We've included a map on page 59 and a reference guide for page 60. Line leadership. If you would like your mobile cloned, that is the one in your vehicle, you can come by and stop by the shop. The cloning's to my right, and we can clone your mobile. Once again, please familiarize yourself with that system. Realize that everything is hard tone coded, and you actually have to physically change the channel. Once again, we are on V5. That is on the bottom of the 205. The number to the comm band is on the bottom of the 205 as well. Thank you. Have a good shift.
Medical.
Good morning. David Acuna, Medical, Park Incident. Today we'll be supporting, if you go to page 61 in your IAP, you'll find our medical plan. Today in Tehama Zone, we'll be supporting you with dedicated line medics, ambulances, and REMS. In addition, in the Red Bluff camp, we'll have CalMat and MERTS providing 24-hour service. In the Butte Zone, if you have a line emergency, we'll be coordinating with our local medical resources. In box 6, you'll find the line emergency information provide. Once that's given, we'll send you the closest appropriate resource. Have a safe shift.
Information.
Good morning. My name is Christopher Young, Public Information Officer for the Park Incident. If you guys can please turn to page 62 in your IAPs, I'll have some updated numbers for everyone. First, we'd like to thank everyone for sending in their photos and videos while on the incident. It's helping us to better tell your story. Also, Lost and Found is still located in the PIO trailer at the main entrance of base camp. So if you've lost anything, please come by and see if we have it. And now for the numbers. Acreage is 429,267, 429,267. Containment is 51%. That's 5-1. Total personnel is 4,265. That's 4,265. Thank you and have a safe shift.
Alrighty, and now for the Tehama Zone roll call and division assignments.
Good morning, Tyler Holquist, Resource Unit Leader, Park Incident.
Good morning, Matt Brown, Operations, Park Incident.
Branch 1012, Rambo. Divisions Delta, Molman. Juliet, Velasquez.
Okay, Rambo, your area out there did get wind tested as well, as you heard from Night Ops. A smoke about 100 feet off the line up by Hogsback. So keep those folks out there mobile today, whether it's on the road, grading interior, we got to keep mobile. Have a plan if you need something down there from your adjoining divisions and branches, have a plan to get those folks to you.
Branch 1518, Batham. Divisions, Quebec, Randolph. Chenoweth. Whiskey, Schindler. X-Ray, Quigley. Charlie, Harris. Tooker. Echo, Johnson. Ferris.
Mike, we talked about this for a couple days now. All those areas, it's a lot of real estate out there. All those areas that haven't been touched or gridded or really patrolled in a long time, we got to start getting folks out there. You guys have been doing a great job doing that. But with the wind test yesterday, some of those areas that we didn't have a whole lot of action in for a while, they're the places that are going to start popping up. Get that root ball that's been smoking on the side of the road and everyone's driven past for the last couple of days. That's probably what's going to pop up. I have no doubt today we're probably going to have some spots. It might not be until a little later in the day when the RHs drop, but have those folks mobile, have them driving the roads, have them hiking, have them gridding, especially down there in Quebec, and uniform. Get those guys engaged, have a plan, again, with your adjoining divisions. If we need to get folks in there, they know where they're going, they know the TAC channels and those types of things. I think it'll be a good day out there, but we got to stay engaged.
Branch, Tehama, Fire Suppression Repair, Totoshini. Schultz.
Okay, Gabe, you guys have been doing a great job out there. Keep up the good work. Continue to have that high standard for your work out there. Maintain that good accountability you've been doing this whole time through, working with our partners and executing that plan. As we transition with Team 6, we should have a nice seamless plan as we move forward. Should be able to start surging you some more resources as we right-size some of these divisions. So keep up that good work. Lots to do, but I've seen a lot of the work out there and it looks amazing. So with that, folks, let's have a great shift.
All right, a few reminders at the conclusion of briefing. Please ensure you go to your division breakouts. They begin with Tehama Delta Echo to my right, your left, and move all the way around. If you are unassigned, make sure you go to the unassigned area where you got your IAPs. Our next planned meeting will be today at 1700 hours. The next operational briefing will be tomorrow at the same location at 0700 hours. And now for our unified incident commander for closing comments.
All right, good morning, everybody. Bob Counts, Unified Incident Commander. Well, we got wind tested yesterday, and as you heard from operations, we had a few spots get outside the line. This just reinforces the fact that there is still a lot of work to do out there. Please continue to go out, seek out those isolated pockets of heat. Go to as deep as you can to find those and extinguish them. Please continue to go out and put in a hard day's work. Please continue to have safety as your number one priority. Have a productive shift and stay safe. Thank you.
That concludes today's operational briefing. Thank you.